us from all our foes. But if their prize is that for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to be Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending this shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised, the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets build the glorious song of victory. We scarred our minds around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness. Biafra is our only home. It is our only hope. From the rising of the sun to the going of the same, we must fight till the end to restore our motherland. Oh, Biafra is our only home, is our only hope, Biafra.
Yes, sir. Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. And of course, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Rights Radio. Biafra Human Rights Radio is being anchored by Mazi Uche Ukafo-Mefo. Mazi Uche Ukafo-Mefo is from Abatete, and Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Diokpa Uche Ukafo-Mefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. We understand at that moment the implication behind those words. Not everybody will understand, but with time you shall. He simply said, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, by the special grace of God, I remain George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Anyoma Kingdom, and Anyoma Kingdom is in Delta State. And I should say every piece of land in Delta State is Anyoma land. This having been said, I will proceed to acknowledge men and women of renowned reputation, men of excellent reputation and sentimentally regard. I don't want you to understand it. I'm talking about men who understand what nobility, what integrity is all about, and women who has made this possible. Most of you today do not understand the position we will find ourselves without this child of circumstance, Biafra Human Rights Radio. And of course, at every given time, God is always watching at us. He created the rule. He has the final say. But for out of his infinite mercies and wisdom, he chooses to be the spectator. Without this child of circumstance, many of you would have been gone. But men and women made it possible because they said, we are just pencil in the hand of the Creator. I thank you for allowing God to will you. I must remember people like Obidi Obienu, Dr. Okado. Of course, I have to remember Ezekwesili David, Mbadike, my brothers in the studio, Onwoka, Solo. I will remind all of you, members of the administrative department of the Biafra nation, Solomon Ebu, and of course my brother Chimezie and Solomon. I must recognize every member of the Biafra nation. I say it shall be well with you. Then of course, watchmen who are sandaled with responsibility as of the ancient days. We have been here of old. Watchmen doing what they are going to do. The last thing any watchman will do is to lay down their arm. You do no such thing. This is a journey, generational journey. And so we expect generational confrontation. But all of you are present today because the Creator made it possible. And then who am I to proceed without acknowledging him? Chukwu idema anya neluwa o Chukwu idema izuru kemeo Chukwu idema akpata nekunwa o Chukwu idema izuru kemeo oboyo kai geso wamelu mala o oboge kai geso anyamari o nyozo o Chukwu idema odogwu akataka o Chukwu idema nizuru kemeo. People who know nothing about him use his name to do 419. But the people who knew him, there are things you don't do. And of course, as always, without wasting much of our time, we go to our topic this evening, which is simply titled The True Strategy to Create a Functional Society. The true strategy to create a functional society. And of course, for some reason beyond my control, I was not able to come up yesterday. But don't worry yourself if you are a genuine Biafran, because we can only get better. Sometimes there is need for us to pause in order to cover more gap, more distance. Just stand put. Like I said earlier, our topic is the true strategy to create a functional society. In all the words, I want you to go with one thought first of all. There are societies that are not functional, but yet they are still society. And then there are societies that are functional. With every humility and respect I have for Biafran people, because your encounter before the universe is unusual. But then I must tell you, we have been living, existing in a society that is not functional. That is why we are here in the first place. It is my responsibility tonight to begin to review some of the areas where society. The true strategy to creating a functional society is by creating organization. If you look at the land of Biafra, I'm not talking about Southeast, neither am I talking about the South alone. I'm talking about some part of Middle Belt, and still referring to every other areas where you have the Biafrans. You will see that if you are fair enough, you will know that we have been existing in a society that is not functional. Honestly, to a certain level of proportion, we are functional. But when it comes to the general conception of what we are as a society, we are dysfunctional. Let me take some time and take you back to the history of the Yorubas. You know this already, but for the benefit of the next generation who do not know this, I say, the Yorubas have diverse languages like you have in Biafra land. But of course, we know we have more of diverse language in Biafra land than any other part of any country in the universe. I do not know what led to that knowledge, but we are trying to find out. Because in less than every half kilometer, you have a different language. But the beauty of it all is that from the length and the breadth, the nook and the cranny of this Biafran nation, we have the same value system. And so, like I was saying, the Yorubas don't have the same dialect. Because you have the Ekale, you have the Ijebu, you have the Ife, and so on and so forth. The Yoruba nation is a very wide nation. You don't find them only in Nigeria. You have a Yoruba in Ghana, you have a Yoruba in Benin Republic, among other areas. But then the Yoruba in Nigeria, as a case study, understand that before if a man could communicate with Kwara man successfully, before Kwara man could communicate successfully with Ijebu man and the whole of Oduduwa nation, they need to devise a means. And so what did they do? They create a functional organization. From time immemorial, if we will start by the time Nigeria was created, one of the greatest invention of Awolowo and Wole Soyinka was to create organization. Awolowo moved ahead to create an organization that introduced or inject tribalism into the Nigerian state. Awolowo. But I said the Yorubas will always be grateful to him. And then you have Wole Soyinka at the other side, introducing cultism into the Nigerian university. And so before you heard about OPC, before you talk about Omotekun, Olonsoyinka has put something like that in place. But never is it in the history of the Yoruba where any of this armed group fought to destroy their people as you see happening in Biafra land, because this is a dysfunctional society. We will get it right. We appointed one of our brother and say, lead us. We gave him every necessary support to enable him function above human level. We have a lot of security platform here on ground. But never in the history of our people have you heard about them. But yet there is one man tell you, I command you, I control you. But the point is that whether you like, you have sense. If you don't like, don't have sense. But I can tell you, if you don't put your house in order now and know what is obtainable, it may be too late for you. Let me not digress further. We will get there. With these people I've mentioned in Yoruba land, they foresaw this dilemma, this dangerous position that we are today. They begin to form organization. Ududuwa People Congress, Yoruba Liberation Forum, so many of them. But in all these organizations, they have one target. And that is when a particular slogan is released, everybody must put their differences aside and gather under one umbrella. It's so powerful that even the Yoruba in Nigeria can influence the decision of the Yoruba in Benin Republic. The Yoruba in Benin Republic can even influence the decision of the Yorubas in Nigeria. That is how powerful these organizations are. So powerful that even without, in fact, their slightest touch command obedience. Forget about Nigerian or Fulani. Yoruba have their ways. Not because any of them are strong on themselves, but because all of them are strong together. And that is one point we want to make clear to you on this platform. One can never be a whole, but only a part of a whole. If you can understand now, understand. If you cannot understand, don't worry. We'll progress. Today, Yorubas have been able to influence a lot of issues to their own favor. Why? Because they have organization. The formulation of Omotekun should be considered as one of the wonders of the modern world. They never blew trumpet about it. They just moved on. And then all of a sudden they lined up Hilo's van. And then they have uniform already. And all of them. Not single Yoruba man stood up against Omotekun. Even when they don't like it. Because some of them don't believe in Omotekun. They did so much. I have all their record. This is because their society is functional. I'm coming. Then we move to the Fulanis, the Hausa Fulani. This is even more complicated than Biafra land. They started with the slogan, not tenant, not tenant. Don't forget the moment the Yoruba say, Omo Oduduwa Lemi is under one umbrella. Nothing like PDP or APC. The Northerners has idea of this. Maybe Britain teach them. And so it was easy for them to gather under one umbrella. Once you hear we the Northerners, till the extent that the Igbos that were unjustly carved into the north even answer Northerners. And that is why Nnamdi Kanu come out and say, you Janjaweed, you that is born in the war. But Nnamdi Kanu was born in the war. Nnamdi Kanu was born during the war. So how are we sure that it's Nnamdi Kanu father that gave birth to Nnamdi Kanu? He will be the first to go for DNA test. Because when we sit back and begin to read, our own fathers were fighting war. Nnamdi Kanu father was pregnanting the wife. How possible could this be? Because when you see Igbo man now, say, I am a Northernant. Because your brain has been damaged, you now move ahead and say, you are Janjaweed, you are Fulani blood. Brother, no. people organized a functional society. That is why our own brothers reject us and follow those people, and you can't see it. You want to go to Benue, I'm Igbo community. Do you know there were Igbo community existing until we went there? Do you know? Do you know that 3.5 local government in Benue State are Igbo people? You never know. But you are the one claiming Igbo. You don't understand what we are talking about here. With the little knowledge you have, you jump up and down, you want to rule us. I need our people to understand. The Northerners were so perfect at this that our own blood brothers are now claiming Northerners. That is why you shouldn't jump into conclusion. You see an Igbo man telling you he's a Northernant, please be patient enough to find out the truth. And so from the Igbo to the Doma, from the Doma to the Thieves, to the Zakimbian, to the Nupe, to the Gwaris, all of them to Awusa Fulani, all of them became Northernant. Get the word again. From the Igbos, we have Igbo Northernants. Until we create a functional society, it remains that way. And today they are being drifted in between the middle belt and the Northernants. But now, the truth you must understand is that those people have been so emasculated that the level of illiteracy there, it takes a miracle to save people like that. So don't think, oh, 3 local government. Go and look at 90% of all of them. In as much as I don't want to use derogative language, I need you to understand that educationally, they are almost 1,000 years backwards. They recondition them that the only thing they can reason is how to farm, how to eat, how to sleep with their women, have children, plenty of it, and then behave like animals for the rest of their life. To save such people, there are a lot of principles that must be initiated. Let's leave it at that way. I'm saying all these things to make you understand that I will have organization. You can imagine when Arewa Youth speaks, the whole Africa pay attention. But there's some people who didn't go to school. They didn't have the power in themselves, but it was vested on them. The same thing we are trying to do in the state of Biafra. One man who didn't go to school, who cannot even read a written script made for him, will issue an order and the nation begin to negotiate. You think they don't know what they are doing? But in Biafra land, we have issue. What are the issues? First of all, we have a lot of organization functioning. Please, with due respect, all the organization in our land, I'm not saying you don't exist. You do. You have played very important and vital role, which has not been reviewed to this moment. Maybe in the past, because we are ignorant and we never took notice of what is going on today, or because one supremacy, like Nnamdi Kanu said, you are a criminal. But now we have come of age and we know the truth. Get my point. We have not talked about you before now, probably because we are ignorant of your activities. But now, when we knew you were there, there are some who believe that you are a criminal. But that is not what we are looking at. Honestly, all of you have worked hard. Should I begin to talk about Allah Igbo Development Union? They are influence to many development in Igbo land. Many of you will not know. Are we going to talk about Ohaneze Ndigbo? The one now they cannot call Janja weed, Fulani headsmen, Fulani blood. But today, honestly, we know they've been able to influence a lot of decisions even without our knowledge. They have a lot of activities going on within the eastern region. Honestly, I'm not here to sing their praise, but I'm here to tell you that they are doing certain things that if we are able to come together to form a functional society, A job that would have taken us another decade will be done in less than 1 month. Are we going to talk about World Igbo Congress, who think that what they can do now is to deceive our people by saying they support Nnamdi Kanu? What do they know about Nnamdi Kanu? We now understand that their first decision was noble. We don't actually blame you because we condemn you when you rejected Nnamdi Kanu. And so you want our praise, so you endorse him. I hardly hear about Fada Ngwongwo now. But all of you are to be respected. You have the interest of our people at heart. Just that you miscalculated or you were deceived. And so when you come to the Igbos, they have instrument installed already. And that is why anybody thinking you are going to fall the Igbo nation, believe me, you will need to ask God for 100 lifetime to do that. Honestly. It doesn't matter the form and shape they manifest. But I simply say, to destroy the Igbo nation, you need to go to the Creator and request for 100 lifetime. Our stupidity will bring us to the level where our goat will turn us to houseboy. But it's okay. When we awaken to our responsibilities, the right thing will be done. And then you go to the Ijaw nation, being the second largest population of indigenous Biafra. They were the first to be exposed to all manner of danger, foreign and indigenous danger. And so, for one reason or the other, they have started forming organization. Today, when you hear about Ijaw Youth Council, Nigeria understand this is not a group to toy with. When you hear certain names within those regions, Nigeria know that they have to negotiate. They can't kill everybody. The Ijaw Biafra nation must understand in a time like this, you must fortify your land. You must reorganize your place. Because something will happen. God will overrule the decision and judgment of man. For in the end, he alone is truth. And so they've been fighting. They've been trying to create a functional society. But even though there is nothing to show for it at this moment, visible, but they are there. And their detractors know that they are there. I'm talking about just one region. No? There is no relationship between Ijaw Youth Council with Ohaneze Ndigbo Youth Council. Why? Oh, they are different Biafra. Biafra Coastal Region, Biafra Upland Region. Is that it? You see, you begin to see why we have dysfunctional society. These are some of the things we knew and it must be installed. And then, outside these two tribes, you have the most, how do I use this English? The most coordinated among all of us, Akwa Ibom people. The Efik, the Ibibio, the Anang, were able to form so many organizations to the extent that they have Akwa Cross. Even when they were divided to Akwa Ibom and Cross River State, they moved ahead to form organization and they say, we are the Akwa Cross. Very soon we are going to have Akwa Edo and Delta. But with all this group in place, we still dysfunctional. I can tell you that even the creators of Nigeria does not understand the difference between the Efik, the Ibibio, and the Anang. And when you talk about these three people, the Eka, the Ibibio, the Anang, the Efik, you will never know there is Igbo man among them. You will never know there is Andone man, Ndone man. All of them under these people, you will never know. Because they have organization that makes them to put their difference aside. Because divided will fall, united will stand. They are still there. They may be very few in population, but I tell you, when it comes to their issue, arrange yourself very well. I will not digress further on their own aspect. What about the Robus? What about the Shekiris? What about the Aniomas? What about the Olis? What about the Abrakas? They are there. They're making effort. And I want to appreciate every man and woman who have seen the need to form organization that will lead to a functional society. And so, over the years, the people have been dysfunctional. It is easy to discriminate. Oh, he's Igbo man. Oh, he's Ijaw man. Oh, I am Niger Delta man. Oh, I am Upland man. Oh, I am regional man. But in the end of it, this idea leaves us at the mercy of our enemy because our society is dysfunctional. It is. It is dysfunctional because there is no single group that can come out and speak for the collective interest of all of us. This were the reason we put our blood in IPOB. We thought Nnamdi Kanu will only ask for money. We were willing to give him the money until he began to take you to Arochukwu. Until he began to give you blood oath. Today, the coordinator of ADO in Benue State called me from the police headquarters in Benue State, Makurdi. Listen again. Today, the coordinator of ADO in Benue State, ADO local government, have been arrested alongside with others under the guise of ESM or SMS Nnamdi Kanu terrorist group. And all of them have been locked up in Makurdi, Benue State capital. They have been abandoned. I'm not going to talk any other station, but because he called me, because he was telling me, please, I noticed a policeman gave him phone to talk to me because they are dying of hunger. But I knew the implication of that call. And so I made it clear to him and said, brother, I'm no longer with IPOB. But I will pass your message to the people. So when you are shouting, Biafra, you are formidable, you are going to evangelize. Nnamdi Kanu now is Pastor Nnamdi Kanu. Understand that men like me, women like my mother, who put their life on the line, you people have abandoned them. We are waiting for you people to repent. But for now, you're thinking you are formidable. Okay, may give him Nanya. So if you are a caring Biafra, whether you are in government or anywhere, please go to the police headquarters in Benue State. As of the other local government IPOB members that are detained there, go to Ahoda Security or Corrective Center. The people now they cannot send to go and do Oshobe, candlelight. Chief Goodluck. All of them are still in the prison. You people have abandoned them. Because you have the media power now, you think you can oppress our people for so long? We will tell you the stuff we are made up of. Because in the end, we are you. You don't exist except we were there. And that is why I keep telling you, I am your destiny and I am your doom. You choose a path. Now, before I digress, I'm reminding you that as far as our land is concerned, we are dysfunctional. We put our strength on IPOB. We navigated every influence to Nnamdi Kanu. We do not care about the money. We do not care about our life. We don't care about anything. If we elevate him to the level of the gods, he could speak like an oracle on our behalf. And then our detractors will understand that they are talking to somebody. And then they turn us to bargaining chips. And when we say some of these things, go and listen to my broadcast. I don't pretend. My past broadcast when I was with IPOB. Some of you don't know. They say they expelled you. IPOB expelled me. Now me, they expelled them. They always run and blackmail you. So that, but I'm happy. They think we are dying. They think we are going down. But we are not in a hurry. And the truth is that we go nowhere. We die here. Now let's come back. We are dysfunctional. We knew this before now. We say let's become functional. We appointed somebody who didn't go to school.
Most of you don't know Nandeka. Some people come out and say, you are illiterate, you are Yonyoshi, you are this one. I'm just looking at you. Because one of the instruction or directives that was given to me is that we are not here to sell personality. And so we destroy everything we think we have learned. Become very hopeless and useless before you as if we are ignorant and naive. So that those who are ignorant and naive can live up to our statue. Don't you understand? I can come here and then I give you a melodious Queen English. Give you good, is it fune, you people call it? Don't you understand that our mother in the village don't hear fune? They don't even know there is a queen in London, not to talk about Queen English. In as much as we want to communicate to Margaret Thatcher, Peter Buota, and the rest of them, in terms of priority, they are the person we are talking to. And I'm happy they are progressing. Okay? Now, this having been said, when we get to the level where the one has started listening, we have our principle. In fact, we are guided by principle. As a reverend, I have to join this struggle, not to become a terrorist. No. In many instances, I have publicly declared on broadcast and say, nobody can challenge us in any competent court jurisdiction within the preamble of law. Nobody. I've always said it. And this is because we are law-abiding citizens. Noble, honorable men and women. And the world opened their door to help us. Until the man who turned all of you to bargaining chips, Nnamdi Kanu, came. You have not wake up from your nzuzu, but you shall, don't worry. We are here to help you. I am God. I decide who live and who die. In a thing, oh, Almighty God has spoken. Hey, some of you are still threatening because you are dysfunctional. You are dysfunctional. Before the end of this program, I will give you their latest order. Because when we are saying, I will say, ignore him, do your own. We are doing our own already. We are. In less than 1 week, the first line of principal officers across the globe will be inaugurated, functional. You think we are here to joke? You think we are joking? I will look for the audio, and of course, watchmen, if you are listening to me, that audio where one of those terrorists was talking about their latest agenda to kill all of us. Please send it to me. If you are listening to me, watchman, you should be listening to me. Because our people need to hear such threats. We ask you, go and lead us. All for one, one for all. Today now, you are the one sending people to God for judgment. Who made you a high priest? But people don't understand what they're saying. Yes, I don't kill anybody. We can't kill anybody. We send them to God for judgment. But you don't understand. But Nnamdi Kanu, your own people, Afarama Ibeku, will sacrifice you to their gods. Because I pity you. Not a single unit in your community. All the people in your street, once they see us, all of them run. You are claiming supremacy. For our war, I be for where? You can use people like Yahoo, okay, foreign. You can use other Yahoo to be deceiving people. Now you are still dealing with Imo people. I have never respected any tribe in Biafra land. The respect I have for Imo people, nothing can change it. If you are from Imo State, no. All of you in Biafra land here, you know, there was a particular year, within 3-4 years, if I come, I say, if you are from Imo State, stand up. And then something will happen. I will tell other tribes and say, you see, I won't say it. Once they cannot get this knowledge now, we jump up, Imo is formidable. But the formidable Imo people, you are allowing Nnamdi Kanu to cause Hilobalo in your community. And now he's failing. He's running to Benue. And then the governor is writing letter to him. Yeah, we are all of you, just ignore that man. Ignore him. We made him whatever I think he is. He has a choice to make. I, George Onyibe, I am his destiny and I'm his doom. All of you, pack your motor and observe. There are people you don't fight. Because there is a God that shapes their way. And to this God we have returned unto. They fight person way. It's okay. We are dysfunctional. That is why we made that mistake. Today, by the special grace of the Creator, I am the leader of the Biafra nation, the administrative leader worldwide. Read my lips. Check your date now. I am the administrative leader of the Biafra nation worldwide. It is not because I'm intelligent. It is not because I'm influential. It is not because I have money. It is not because of anything that I'm better than you. I made myself available. And honestly, I would not have accepted that. But God makes use those who make themselves available. And then I'm humble. And every man and woman who came together to make this decision, believe me, it may look like I'm unstable, but I treasure my people more than my very existence and anything that is about me. And then tomorrow they empower me. I begin to speak like God. It should be for the glory of my people. And then I begin to speak for God. A man who stood for you over half a decade when you were held in Kuje Hotel. You're using your Facebook account to rubbish him. Now let me tell you. Onyibe 4 has given us reason to believe in ourselves over and over again. We're not in a hurry because we know we will show you the truth later on. And some of you will you feel bad you've done what you've done. Okay? If I cannot organize my people, if I cannot make sacrifices to make things happen, what else do I exist for? Who all these things that move all of you? I don't know. Maybe there are some part of my system biologically that is not intact. I will have to consult a physician. Because some of you are very interested in, oh, you see my car? Oh, go and look at Maradona car. Car he bought billions of pounds has been stored for chicken change. Okay? That is why the Bible says, there is no greater love than this, that a man should lay down his life for others. And then in the other epistle he said, a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you. If you love one another as I have loved you, by this the world will know that you are my disciple, if you have love one for another. You won't understand, but I know you will. It's just a matter of time. Dysfunctional society. For you to become functional, you have to create organization. And now, having considered all this I have mentioned, if you are sincere, you will know we are not functional. There is no relationship between the people and the government in terms of representative, councillors, chairman, senate, governors. No relationship. In fact, Nnamdi Kanu has succeeded in creating an atmosphere that makes us look at enemy. When Biafra come, we will kill all our governors. And you think those governors are going to cross their leg and wait you to kill them? So because of your entrance, we are dysfunctional. Our pastors don't even recognize us. They don't care for us. We discussed it in my last broadcast. Our kings are aliens to us. Those of them who are influential are able to sell our community land. We will correct all those issues. We are dysfunctional. If we think a particular tribe in Biafra land, we are so dysfunctional. What about in its totality? We don't exist. We don't. And of course, we will continue. I do not intend to stay very long on this program. And then when the lines are open, you make your call and we continue from there. An organized group of people with a particular purpose, such as business or governance department. When we talk about society, these are organized group of people. Like I said, we are not organized. The larger community of our people have been dysfunctional for over 50 years as we speak. And this is because we've not been able to come together and create an organized front to protect the common interest of our people like other regions. Believe me, this is not an easy job to do, but it's achievable. If we come up today now, a German come, a Bibio man, a Efik man, Anang man, a Kaman, Tinapa man, Ububura man, Calabar man, all of us come together and we say, let us choose official language for Biafra land. You see, the best shot would have been the Igbo. Let's take Igbo. And then we will fight 10 years war. Because in Zaman, we say, no, you can't use that Omambala. And then Abakileke man, we say, no, my Igbo is original. Mbitorumba no Amando Bankuriolo, we tell you their own Igbo is made by God. I'm not talking about other tribe yet, too. But today, unknowingly to all of us, we communicate through the Anambra Igbo. Okay? It's in existence already. God made it possible. But I'm just giving instance so nobody feel bad about it. And then we wake up one day and say, okay, the Igbos agree. Let's use Anambra Igbo. And then you begin to see petition to United Nations, to ECOMOG. There is nowhere they will even petition devil. Oh, Igbo want to dominate us. How can they use Igbo as official language? We will not agree. No, Igbo can dominate us. Igbo want to, Igbo. But is there any Igbo man who is moral enough to make them understand what we are looking at? You understand now? And so when we come to that stage, the Igbo will say, finally, let's use Anambra Igbo. I can tell you how all of them speak Igbo. And so when Igbo man speaks, I know the part of Igbo he's coming from. But then you now come to Urobo man, Shekiri man. And so somewhere along the line, the next generation must be compelled to speak Igbo. And so this formation threatens our very existence. And then it is right for you to say, oh, they want to dominate us. They want to take our language. No. If we have an organized society, your own representative would have gone to go and review the mindset behind those ideas so that when they come home, they say, for us to be functional as a society, let all of us begin to learn Igbo. After all, if I can learn German, learn French, comment allez-vous, je viens bien, merci. Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est un blanc. Au revoir. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Eh? I've not been there before, sir. But they taught me in school. If they can teach me French when I was even 6 months old, assimilation and association, brother, you think about it. Why wouldn't I learn Ijo? Why wouldn't I learn Igbo? Why wouldn't I learn Akwa Ibom? At the age of, in fact, the moment I was conceived. But I'm enlightened. When I cross my leg now, in fact, my immediate younger brother, let me tell you, can speak 19 international languages. It's not easy for him. Go and ask Chidebe Rongu the way he has met with him one-on-one. He speaks 19 international languages. Not just speak, he writes them. One day I will tell you how he got there. 19 international languages, including your German, Frankfurt, all of you, Indonesia, Malaysia, India, America, all of them. 19. Let me leave it at that. He did not study linguistics. He went to hustle in diaspora. And the very day he entered that country, he met our people fighting and intervened. He was arrested and detained for 10 years. We never heard of him. My immediate younger brother, we thought he's dead. The rest story is left for another day. So he learned 19 international language in one of these international countries in the prison. It's not easy for you to be a Biafran. When I look at people talking to me, and you want money alone when you hear ka ho kejibedeke and you want aso nwokuku ho ari. Let me stop there. We have sinned. From the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. And so, like I was saying before, I digress. Everybody going to say, oh, we want to dominate. But you are even paying money to go and learn French in France. You pay money to UK to learn English. You even pay money to Dubai to learn Arabia. But now, something that will help generation after generation, we are going to criticize it. We are going to condemn it. But now, remember, in the north, they have wide differences as we have here. But all of them are busy saying, oh, we are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. We will need to get to that stage. Your representative is supposed to tell you, Igbo is our official language, for instance. But please, don't let your language die. Oganji Jen Skulu, where Kujanya Kuko Wakbo, Ekuko Ogogo Ika. When I was in school, I was taught my language. But I know they don't teach any longer. Ekuko Ogogo Ika. Makane Kaya Wakanywa so. When there are so shimiri, when there are so ndokwa, when there are so anyocha. And now it is on the best interest of your people to preserve your dialect. Even though it's not useful to us, take it to the bank. Take it to the bank. It's going to develop your region for 1,000 years. Imagine today, did you know how much pastors make by speaking in tongue? You need to go to Akwa Ibom and understand if Akwa Ibom language was speaking in tongue. You see how much they're going to make. Let me not digress further. I'm not despising anybody. I'm projecting common sense to all of you. And so, it may take us 100 years to agree on official language in Biafra land. Why? Because we have dysfunctional society. Dysfunctional society led by people who are not morally guided. Because imagine if all of us were to be in one accord already at a point like this, now the canon would have finished all of us. Considering the fact that his sister is with our money. The other sister is giving police report what we are doing. And then the other brother is the intelligence officer globally. And then the other one is on ground collecting the land they give us and building company and all that. Up, and then you can't see it, and you think we are in a hurry to tell you the truth. It has never been on record that our people rise up against any indigenous community wherever they abode since the creation of Nigeria. This is because of our value system. Something happened in Enugu. It should be yesterday. Awusa Gitman push grandmama for Enugu down. And then some people say, why would you push down this old woman? Awusa bring out knife and start choking people. Why did he do that? Because they have organized society. Miati Allah are waiting to respond to him. Boko Haram will respond. Fulani headsmen, all of them are standing by. And of course, they empower the Enugu people on Enugu land. But now understand, it's not in our culture and character to kill people. I remember when Nnamdi Kanu started preaching, when he was with his mind before he started taking drug. He taught us in one of his broadcasts what we call human being. Mma nkendo. Mma ndo. The beauty of life. We hold human Homo sapien with high esteem. We don't kill. It's not because we have dysfunctional society that is making everybody want to kill us anywhere they see us. It is because by culture and tradition, we forbid it. It's a high sacrilege to kill. If you kill by mistake, may God have mercy on your generation. I'm not talking deliberate killing. As a Biafran, in our roots, you kill somebody by mistake, may God come and intervene for you. It is a sacrilege. And then all of a sudden, we have somebody with this full knowledge who is now encouraging you to kill in the name of an unknown gunmen, encouraging you to kill in the useless name. Brothers, in as much as we don't want to talk about you, we will continue to talk about you so that you know what is going on. Because most of you don't understand. Unknown government. We are not killing people because it is not in our character. It is not our style. Let me show you how it is now. The level and the Kano have reduced most of you to. And when they are doing it, they are doing coded, shaman. Just enjoy it.
All hail Biafra. Biafra, I hear you. IPOB, I hear you. My comrades, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to some of you, depending on your time zone. I want to use this opportunity to let everybody in this platform to know what my able leader, or Hamadike one of Biafra, the lion of the tribe of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In case we have forgotten, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu declared this year a year of cleanup. A year of cleanup. Therefore, if you are in this platform or any other IPOB platform, and you are in the camp of our enemy, you belong to the camp of our enemy, you take information, you take words from here to your camp, the enemy camp. Call it Uchemefo, call it George Onyibe, call it Nigeria Zoo, whatever you call it. I want to let you know here that this year is a year of cleanup. If you don't understand what I mean, I would advise you to go to the book of Genesis chapter 20. A time in that book, story came that they...
Now, I want you to understand. They use truth and lie and then bring in God. He's now quoting Bible for you. Now the Khan is going to lead you in praise and worship. He's going to Israel. He's from Israel, Jews. And my own Biafra is not from Israel. This is how they deceive themselves. And eventually they deceive you. This year, today is the 12th day of the month of March, the year of the Creator, 2021. They are telling you it's a clean up. This is the era, this year, 2021. It's not the Kano clean up, not Fulani clean up, not Yoruba clean up. His own brothers clean up are the one that we have evidence, more than 5 of them, threatening people. They are going to kill them. This is the man who wants to create a nation.
A king, as he was traveling by God's commandment, he got to a place where they could not proceed. They decided to sleep there until further notice. And he told his wife and said, should they ask you, tell them that you are my sister. To cut the story short, at the end, the king tried. And at night, the Lord God commanded him in a dream to return the wife to her husband, or else he will be but a dead man. The Lord God swiftly closed the womb of every woman that have blood relation with the king. Are you getting me? So what I'm trying to tell you now, if you are at the enemy camp, this year, a year of cleanup, it's not only you that will be cleaned up. everybody that have blood relation with you will be cleaned up along with you. So I don't understand a normal person that will want to bring a cause to his family, immediate family, and the extension, the extended family. So I warn you now, if you are in the camp of enemy, you better exit yourself. That is, if you love yourself, exit yourself from this group, because judgment will hit you this year. It will not exceed this year. How much are they paying you that you will be getting information to feed to the camp of the enemy? Even though
let's look at it a little bit. He's threatening people. Now they cannot send them to warn our people, put fear in them. Tell them if they don't get out, don't follow Uchemefo, don't follow George Onyibe, because we are going to kill Uchemefo, we are going to kill George Onyibe, we are going to do like this. Threaten them, they will fear. I know my people. Let me tell you, if you are a Biafran, it doesn't matter where you are. I'm not broadcasting from diaspora. I'm coming from Urugudu. It is my right. Nnamdi Kanu cannot do any bagger. All these threatening, we have come in terms with them. We are used to it. He's only trying to keep you from knowing the truth. He told you, leave Facebook, leave WhatsApp, but his broadcast is on Facebook. His broadcast is on WhatsApp. So you want us who want to die to be on broadcast and be listening to him? Let him take his message to his app now. According to Charlie Boy, Onamumu never do. No, just listen to that. We told him, he's going to told him, he now told him. We? Let me tell you. The family have been established already across the globe. The first batch will be inaugurated by the grace of God. The second batch, get ready. Understand that Nnamdi Kanu is not our problem. Nobody is a problem to us. We are trying to refurbish and repair every inequalities among our people. We want to repair our land for God's sake. And if I be a saboteur tomorrow, let every of my deed and my actions against our people be exposed. And let the Creator leave me at the mercy of my enemy. But all of you who think you have agenda to sell us, come and sell us. You will understand that this is why we are here. This is why we are here. No, this is what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. That is how we create a functional society. And then all of you carve out in fear. I have heard many people tell me, we'll kill you, we will do this, we will do that, we will do this one, we will do that one. And then I know that everything we are doing today is the right thing. Let's finish the audio for record purposes.
This platform, this struggle is
this
to set
Nnamdi Kanu
you
platform
and your family free. Are you not a fool? Are you not a fool? I am asking you. If you are an informant here, the best thing you can do to yourself is to exit from this group. If you do not, that unknown gunman, heaven will send that unknown gunman.
You see, the unknown gunman. The world must understand. When they say unknown gunman, bomb police, unknown gunman, go rob, unknown gunman, it is Nnamdi Kanu hired out from Amazonia. They are not even Biafrans. The same way Hausa Fulani are bringing in mercenary to kill us. Nnamdi Kanu has learned the same thing. He pays Hausa Fulani to kill our people. Anybody telling you it's an Eastern Security Network? The Hausa Fulani paid by Nnamdi Kanu and some corrupt politicians in our land. It's not our people. Only few of our misguided people. In Ebonyi State yesterday, they went to camp. If the governor of Ebonyi State, your hand is in this thing, remove your hand, because Nnamdi Kanu have betrayed all of you. We know what we are telling you. Your brother told you he's going to camp to fight to defend Biafra. Tell them to come back, because they will not come back. We have all the, in fact, our people, Biafra nation, are going and taking record of all the people locked up in different cells for one crime or the other. Because of this is a justice platform. We here to defend the human right of Biafrans. It may take a longer time, but we'll make sure all of you Nnamdi Kanu have abandoned. We will bring all of you out. We will give you justice. We know that Nnamdi Kanu now will begin to make effort to go and release you. That is why I'm saying it. As I don't talk now, they will pay lawyer to go release all of that. But you are meant for death. We don't want the glory. We want the right thing to be done. Is waiting for Nigerian or Delta State government to kill them. We are following all of you up. Do not forget before you ask me question. I am George Onyibe. I am. And so what I don't know, are you the one that will know it? For the sake of trust issue, I keep some word back now. But eventually Nnamdi Kanu will make his mistake. And there are those bragging and sleeping with people's daughters. That is what he's telling them. This is their year of cleaning. And of course, Biafra watchmen, I thank you because you didn't fail me. That is how it's supposed to be. When we make requests, you respond. Because this is a matter of national. How do they speak the English? Here, on this very nation, on this very platform, Biafra Human Rights and Freedom radio station, Biafra Nation Family, we have many names. But if you don't see Uchemefo there, question that place at this moment. Biafra Watchmen, so many of them. On this very platform, our agenda is to strategize, bring up strategies that will enable us work for the interest of our people. And of course, millions of pro-Biafran group out there they are doing what they are mobilizing already. They know what to do. They're fighting in different fronts already. And may God be with all of us. We are working internally to create the structure that will enable us function, and those who are interested in becoming coordinators, of course, maybe representative as the case may be, are free to inbox me. Give me your detail anywhere you are, all over the world, because we cannot live at the mercy of our enemy. So you are interested in joining the Biafra nation. Understand, in as much as we continue to talk about Nigerian atrocity against our people, we talk about anybody atrocity against us. And if you know our own, in those days when Nnamdi Kanu was normal, before he started taking drug, he used to say, Iman keme, puakwe, and that is what we are honoring. Anyuma wankime, all we are in a coup now. And it become unfair when you tell, don't talk about him, don't talk about him. No, we keep talking about him like the Nigerian because he's worse than Nigeria now. Nnamdi Kanu is worse than Nigeria. All of you deceiving yourself. You are living in the past glory. We will prove it to you. I do not intend to spend more time tonight, but at this moment our lines are open. If you have access to my private WhatsApp line, please be free to inbox me. It doesn't matter what you want to say. You're free. Make your point. And then you have my messenger, my WhatsApp, my what do you call it? Telegram, any platform you have access to me, you're free to call in. I will take your call. We don't restrict call to organize call. The same people tell you, leave Facebook, leave WhatsApp, run now, throw away your SIM card. They are still broadcasting on Facebook because you are a Mugu already. They need you to Mugulize inside one corner. Stop begging me because I will not listen to you. Go and tell Nnamdi Kanu to repent. And every evil you have done against our people, you must undo it. If not, we shall see the size of Afari Beku and the size of Urugudu, the one that is bigger. That is where the problem is now. Because they don't even control a square meter in Afari Beku. And you want to control Urugudu. A Urugudu that is bigger than one region in Nigeria. You want to control us. It's unfortunate. Our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. 07081545642. Our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. 815-456-42. And then our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. And of course, if you are outside Nigeria, you add +234 and then you add the remaining number. The lines are open. You're free to call in and make your contribution. And please, brothers and sisters, if you're able to get access to my platform, just hit the nail on the head. Try to obey my instructions, which are simple. When you call, say whatever you like. You are free, honestly. But if I ask you to stop, you stop. If I ask you a question, you answer. You don't have any choice but to oblige. If you fail to listen to me, I will cut you off. And you know what that means. Every which would have been encouraging to them, you will not be able to do that. And of course, the lines are open and you are free to call in, make your contribution. And like I said, if you have access to any of my platform, you can call it. Because there are people who have been assigned to make sure they battle with my system here. But I won't discuss more than that because it's not necessary. We can only get better. I'll be back in a minute.
Biafra. I think it's time. To lay it all out. Can I hear my snare drum?
Yeah, keep it rolling, sis. I'm on it.
That's okay, thank you. Check your man. Miss Summer on this. Walking down the miles and the long journey. Yeah, people said we are nobody, but we know certainly we are somebody. Yeah, time is so hard. These days are like nights, yet we struggle hard to see we get to the light. Like brothers and sisters, we join our hands to work hard. Yeah, and we are making sure that we get to the promised land, a land of milk and honey that is costly and worth more than gold and money. We are making sure that we get out of this jungle, and the little quirky cabia, my sisters, true. No matter how deep the ocean, we will swim through. I tell you words cannot explain all we have gone through. In the hands of the enemies, zoo and the government, Biafran blood, pass through with love. But we have Chukwaki Kabiyama, nothing goes wrong. Blacks rules everything around me, and it's found in my DNA. Cash rules everything around me, and it's found in my DNA. Yeah, freedom is everything about me, and it's found.
Yes, can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
Ndị anyoma always weekend. Ndị anyoma. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. Always weekend.
Better, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
Better, sir. My name is Bruno Francis from a car northeast. Reside here in France. Please, sir, before I commence, I really need to appreciate you for your effort. I will use this opportunity to thank our daddy, Obidi Dienu, our director, Uche Mofo, and you particularly, sir, Chidera, Solomon and Co. As far as it stands now, so we all realize that you are the only one that can lead us to our final destination, that is Biafra. So we have been rolling in a place whereby we know an unknown destination. But right now, as we speak, I think we have seen the light. And I believe in me, we are here to follow the light to the end. So we remain Biafra watchmen worldwide, Biafra human rights, where you can speak your mind, where you can say whatever you want to say, and you will be free. Thank you so much, sir. It's a privilege, a great honor to be in your midst. And I tell you, in due time, all our enemy will be put to shame. I congratulate you for taking a bold step, letting your people know the real truth, where to follow, and the rightful way to follow. I say, may Chineke Benenigwe continue to bless you. The ones that stays in the diaspora and the ones that live in a normal land, even in Biafra land, they will bow before you. And I tell you these days, as far as the laws liveth, even the sun and the moon, the sky, the rain and the sun will be before you. Guide you and guide your family. It doesn't matter how many there are. Even the Bible made us to know that in one way shall they gather, and in 7 ways shall they flow. Thank you once again. I still remain your humble son, brother, Bruno Francis. Thank you, sir.
Of course, my brother.
Good night from here.
Good night. We go nowhere. Our lines are open. Our studio WhatsApp are open. And I keep wondering the technology they're deploying. But don't worry, we can only get better. Like I said, if you cannot access the studio line, I do not have any intention to change it at this moment. So we continue to use it until the right time. If you have interest, if you have access to my private WhatsApp line, you're free to call in few minutes from now, I will round up on this program, and then we'll move on to another main duty post, because we have a lot we have to do for our people. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening from here.
Okay, so no, I'm not but on pneumonia. And who are you? Bami Chikunson Buaria.
Mandalia Tani play because Eji Agwana Meya.
Ahongwalema.
I'm
na the Carlos when he DC working when you lay channel.
answer the worker. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. My name is Doc Pachukudi Eric. I hail from Manama province, based in Italy. I really want to appreciate our people, my fellow comrades in Biafra Nation. Biafra Nation. In fact, we are on the right track. I really appreciate our father, Obido Benu. He's a great man. I love him so much. Dr. Uchemefo, Dr. Solomon Egbo, may God bless you all. Even my own brother, Brachim is there, Brother Chris, Dr. Kado. I love you all because it's a very big honor to you all to come out and let our people know the truth. And I believe that God will continue to protect you all, and God will continue to strengthen you all. I believe in one thing. I believe in love and unity. And if we can speak in one voice, sky will be our limit. I pray that God will give us that wisdom to speak in one voice, because we must go home. That one is sure. We must get our freedom. Nobody will stop us. Those who want to clean up, they should begin to warm up to clean up, because I believe that this time around, they are going to clean themselves up. The way you are planning against people, God Almighty will continue to expose you. Those who are POP people, they are coming to my page because I post a write-up telling them about the cleanup. Mazin and the Kanu, they want to clean up our people. Some people say, make it public now, make the voice record public, make it public. Why are you blackmailing somebody? Why are you blackmailing IPOB? We don't blackmail people. We don't speak against people what we don't know. If we want to fight you, we'll fight you with genuine results. What we know about you, we'll use it against you. We will never lie against anyone because we are the Biafra nation family. We don't lie. But anything we know about you, we will bring it to the public. Let the whole world know what your evil act and your evil behavior against our people. Thank you, sir. God bless you. I appreciate you. May God continue to bless you, strengthen you, protect you and your family. Thank you, sir.
And
Thank
you
you, sir.
too. God bless you. Call on WhatsApp. Are you still there? Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening from
Yeah.
here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah. Master this is Emeka. I'm calling you from Palm Beach, Florida.
Florida. Go ahead, please, Mazi.
I'm listening to the evening edition as regarding the program, and I just wanted to make some questions and contribution. I don't know if I'm allowed to vet in.
Of course, my brother. This is Biafran platform. The only rules there is you're free to say anything you want to, express yourself. If I ask you to stop, you stop. If I ask you question,
Definitely.
answer. But outside this, I don't have issue with anybody. The reason I put those rules is because I need the next generation of my son and your son to be properly informed. And so when we come, we talk at randomly without being guided. No destination, no focus. In future, they will hear these things. They won't know the truth. And so if they cannot hear the truth, I won't allow the person to speak. So that is all, my brother. Nothing more, nothing less. Please, the mic is to you now. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, because it's very, very necessary when two people are communicating, let them have an understanding. And without me holding on for you to respond to what I have to say, it wouldn't make sense. I'm not in the party of people who cast aspersions and dragging swords with people's alternative views. Understand? I'm not in that view. I know that everybody's entitled to their opinion and views, which is subject to proof. Understand? So as to that regards, I have today's program before I cut in, because I was preparing for work and listening to it while driving to work also, and hearing about the cleanup and all the rest of them. Can I continue?
Of course, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you. So nobody I think it's necessary for us to start looking at killing each other. Understand? Because Biafra land is a land of human beings, it's not a land of dead bodies. Understand? So if they talk of cleanup and how they're going to kill each other, I don't really believe, and I don't really think that it would be good for us to have ourselves killed. And to that regards, I wanted to, bring in some things which Mazen and the Kano said yesterday. I don't know. It said early hours of this morning as regarding our time, regarding the things that I've also heard in this platform, but not through you, through Chris, through and Simon. Understand, saying that Mazen and the Kano has converted IPOB into a business entity and has changed the name into his name. And and this morning, Mazen and the Kano came out, which he didn't mention that it came from any of these persons I mentioned, because I've heard it from them, because I've been following this platform very, very well, and there has not been proof, but they said that the name was changed into a business name, into a private entity for him to lord over it. Understand? So he came out and debunked it totally, which was being aired by Vanguard News Media. Understand? So I want you to, shed more light, because this is your platform. Understand? Some people will be talking down on some people and expect us to get Biafra. saying that Mazen Nandekano and the parents were buried by Nigerian government, how much does it cost to bury somebody? How much does it cost to bury somebody? That even if Mazen Nandekano in his entire entity cannot afford a burial of his parents, that Nigerian government will bury, what does it cost to bury someone? How can we be doing these small things?
I'm saying it in this place.
Hold on.
Let me guide you. Hold on, let me guide you. Listen. If you don't hold on, I will cut
somehow.
If you don't hold on, I will cut you off. I pleaded with you to feed the instruction. It is simple. You ask 2 questions in 1 question, and then you are going out to even expatiate on the question you ask. Are you the one going to answer it?
Okay, go ahead, sir.
You have to be specific. You have confused everything now. Ask the first question again.
Okay, go ahead, please. Anyhow you want to.
You have confused it already. Okay. I was listening to your question. You asked 2 questions at the same time. Instead of you to allow me to respond, you started expatiating on it. I
didn't hear you say anything.
Okay, it's okay. Now you are hearing me. Repeat the question again. Be specific.
Okay, now let me make the question this way. In this platform, Chris Kenso and Solomon Ekpo said that Nandekano, because of his closeness, Solomon said because of his closeness and because of his to Kadif House, that he found out that that IPOB was renamed. IPOB, the directory has been renamed. And yesterday, Mazen came with facts and said everyone should go and confirm it. That is one question. How will he be doing such a thing? Secondly, why will he be saying that Mazen and the Kano's parents were buried by Nigerian government? These are the 2 questions I have for now, because I know I have other things I want to clarify with me.
No. If we are able to have a memorandum understanding, I can even end the program with you. But where I don't like is when you are trying to project or sell your idea to me, you will not allow me to digest it before you bring in another, and that is where I have problem. Now let's go back to your question.
Okay.
Number 1 question there is you said Solomon Ekpo said Nnamdi Kanu have sued IPOB, and then you don't believe it because Nnamdi Kanu have refuted that allegation. Now let me ask you,
I'm a member of IPOB.
And then what is your position in IPOB, please?
I'm just a member. I don't know his position.
And so maybe you need to find out. Hold on.
Island is very close.
No, you don't need to be close. Find out. He's in Nnamdi Kanu coordinator. At least Manchester coordinator. And then Nnamdi Kanu was in UK. And so if Solomon Ekpo, with everything he has done in IPOB, tell you something. The difference between Solomon Ekpo and Nnamdi Kanu is because we say Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. We didn't say Solomon Ekpo. I am a principal officer. Not that I am a principal officer in IPOB. I handled almost 9 different positions at the same time because nobody was there. All of them were running. People castigating me now. And now to top it all, they became afraid that giving such power to one man is Nnamdi Kanu idea anyway. They took me to 2 different shrines and gave me oath with life blood, cola nut, alligator pepper, ayo that is rotting already, maggot, pan. Took this oath never to betray Biafra, and then you are oath will be more righteous than me. And then I'm telling you, this is what happening in IPOB. And as a reverend, I can't take it. You're telling me I'm lying. You that is an outsider that will wake up one day, Uchemefo, that told us to stand for Nnamdi Kanu is a saboteur, and this doesn't give you concern. And that Obidio Benu who say it's not a saboteur, and it
trying to formulate policy that will guide us as normal human being. It's nice, Abutua, and it's okay by you. That people like Ezekwesili, other coordinators who out of dignity resign, they don't have sense. Is that what you are telling me? That in the whole Biafra land, no, hold on, you have to answer me. That in the whole Biafra land, Nnamdi Kanu is the only man that have sense. Is that what you are telling me?
Okay.
Answer me. That all of us don't have sense, only Nnamdi Kanu.
No,
Say yes or no. We have or we don't have? Brother, hold on. Let's help the next generation. I'm only allowing you to do your job, and I do my job. But the people who will suffer these things will be the next generation, and we cannot allow that to happen. Sometimes when we come on air, we say different name because there are different people out there. Where did you say you come from?
I'm calling from Florida.
No. Where do you come from in Biafra land?
I'm from Imo State.
Imo State. And you think Imo people behave like Abo people? Answer me, please. Do they behave the same way? Behavior in terms of responding to issue. Do they behave the same way?
I don't really know about people very well.
Try and find that. And we prefer to respond to issue, pump and play. We don't hide feelings. So the way we behave in Abo is not the way you behave in Imo. But that does not make us different. We are the same people. Because the village I come from in Abo is known as Owere. Okay? Owere. But there is a way we behave in Owere in Delta. It's not the way we behave in Owere in Imo. And we respect everybody for the way they behave. Now, I ask you a simple question which you have answered. If Nnamdi Kanu is right, and all these noble men and women have mentioned are wrong, then all of us need to go back and review our structure so we can become a functional society. You people should be concerned. How can Mazen Nnamdi Kanu best man, all of them now are saboteur? Iruanya saboteur, Emamezu saboteur, Asare Dokobo saboteur, Tompolo saboteur. Everybody is saboteur. Because each time we tell him, sir, this is a shoe of a nation. You can't do this. And then because of the level we have taken him to, he becomes a god and blackmail all of us. No, it doesn't work that way. So if you say Nnamdi Kanu is not right, and neither are you saying we are right, and you want to make me believe that you want us to reason in such a way we can audience. But if you want to tell me that I, Reverend George Onyibe, ordained in Grace Evangel Mission before the presence of over 30 bishops, you are telling me even though I violate my conscience by myself, and then now they can't pay transport fare to go and give me juju to swear in Igbo land, and I did all these things for that stupidity. You get how it works now. Now that is first question. Number two question.
No, it has not been answered. Sorry.
Okay,
it has not been answered.
How does it answer? Now, the point there is, you asked me a question and I responded with question. If you say,
Reverend.
Yes.
Reverend, one second. 1 second. You're very, very right in what you said. Everybody cannot be a liar and one person be the truth sayer.
Yes.
Yeah. So but what I asked was the entity name changed based on who you are and your intimacy in this struggle and being in your position? Was the name of the director changed to his wife and the name changed to a business name? Just in a yes or no answer.
Were you there when the name was registered? Now,
no.
If I say yes or no, you're expecting me to answer Solomon Ebu's question. Solomon is the one to answer.
That has been going on this platform.
Hold on. You said you said Solomon said so. Am I correct? And Solomon is the Manchester coordinator. Solomon has been an instrument to many registrations regarding IPOB. Solomon is an internal man outside his position which is he sees as a way to serve his country. Solomon no. In fact, now they can't use Solomon account to steal our money. Must I tell you everything here? Because we have not stand naked in this.
Let us say the truth.
Hold on now. I'm
truth.
telling you now as a reverend. I'm telling you with all the oath I take now.
Yes.
Go back to Solomon's platform and you ask Pastor Chris. Solomon will join you. He may want to respond to you. But I do not have the time now. Now, I want you to go and ask Nnamdi Kanu, why is all your closest men turning against you? Can you do that? No, can you do that? Can you do that for me?
Yes, I will.
Because do that for me. I begin to have more regard for you.
I will. Because this morning when he did that that question and answer section,
Yahoo
I was not
session. Do you know they were arranged? Do you know it was arranged caller? Did you know it was arranged caller? How did you know?
It wasn't.
Were you able to get through? Were you able
I
to
wasn't
get
awake. I wasn't awake when the session was on.
Okay, you are telling me what you listen to when you wake up from sleep. Is that it?
No. You can listen to
now forget about Nnamdi Kanu. Hold on. Forget about Nnamdi Kanu. You heard what he said, and I have told you what we know here. And so it's for you to now take my response back to him. He has been avoiding talking to us. But I told him the day he will mention my name and say, hold on, and so you did anything like this. That day, I will forget everything I believe. I will decide not to live on the integrity that my parents taught me. Until then, let's leave it for the sake of the next generation. Your second question, let me answer your second question before you now advise me. Can't we? Then we look into that. And then the second question, rephrase it again for the sake of our audience.
Yeah, it was alleged on this platform that Nnamdi Kanu has sold out.
Yes.
That IPO done by the parents' burial was done by Nigerian government. The Nigerian government funded it. So I now ask, how true is it? Because now, you're also in this struggle.
Let's look at it. On the very day of his parents' burial, I was on air throughout that day. The purpose was to ensure proper navigation of movement in the broadcast. People who have access to my line will successful burial procession. Now, this having been said, some things, instruction were given through the leadership, which I am one of them. Number one, don't use Biafran flag. Number two, about Biafra. These were the conditions given to him. Considering the fact that few days before the burial, Nnamdi Kanu street was tied. Nnamdi Kanu parents' home is behind the government house in Afari Beku. Every street in Afari Beku is tied, only Nnamdi Kanu parents' street. But before his burial, it was tied by Okezie Ekpazo. The saboteur. What message does that pass to you? And now, this I said Nnamdi Kanu street is the only street that is not tied, almost the whole of Afari Beku. Because their father house is close to the government house. In less than 2 weeks to that burial, the road was tarred. There were government present there, which means he has a memorandum of understanding with the Nigerian government. We were instructed not to talk about Biafra. We were instructed not to take Biafran flag, nor regari, or instructions were carried out. Go and check all the video. Did you see anything like Biafra? And then if somebody come out, hold on, if somebody come out and said, this man collect money, that is why we didn't talk about Biafra, would you not have believed? Because where I come from, they say, when owl passes across a building, that owl killed that child. Now you are the you are the one having Nigeria bury your parents, tied the road for you, and you want us to believe that nothing happened. Now, I, as Judge Onyibe, have not accused him on that. But you, as a person, do allegation that is labeled against him. Because he has labeled many people, you never come to challenge him. And so you don't have such right. I am just trying to be human.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your audience. All right. Thank you very much for your audience and your time. I really appreciate that. Now, what you just said now, it's somehow, listen, I'm not saying that Nnamdi Kanu is all righteous. I'm not saying Nnamdi Kanu is all righteous. Of course, I see in section. I wasn't awake. There's every tendency that one can miss a program at any time. We are not living on the internet waiting for when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or waiting when anybody can advertise. Understand? So now, as regarding what you just said, from what I heard, from what I foresee, is also in a way to prevent people from being murdered by Nigerian government because they are looking for a way to kill people. But I don't want to get into that. Now, this problem, this particular issue of fractions is really lingering, and it is affecting the coming of the Biafra. Understand? Now, they said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, if this thing doesn't come this year, that we should know that God didn't send him.
Not this year, last year, not
yes,
this year.
I not this year. Yes, and I said yes, and I said that. Why I'm saying this is because if we all come together, from my own dialect, they say that if we come together and piece together, it will bring more bubbles. Understand? If we all come together, whatever the ills has been, I know that a lot of people have been sabotaged, a lot of people have been named Sabo. Understand? A lot of people have been named sin not be forgiven. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they say if Martin does not go to the Muhammad will go to the Mazen. I don't know whichever one they say. Understand? But I think and I believe and I feel it's possible that he is approachable. But everybody that ego who is going to approach who is going to say sorry to who.
They said,
but our problem.
Hold on. Don't tell me our problem because you don't know me. Whatever you are saying is based on assumption. And of course, if you know, assumption do not have legal backup in the law court. We cannot live life by assumption. Nnamdi Kanu is a God, and he want to prove it to us. And then we, as mere mortal, we will put his righteousness to the test. If you cannot advise me properly for the overall benefit, interest of our people, and then you don't need to advise me. You keep it to yourself. We spent our life, almost a decade, defending this cause when Nnamdi Kanu was not there. And then in less than 1 week, he came out. All of us become saboteur. And you are coming here to teach me moral? When did you come to Nigeria last?
I was in Nigeria in December.
This December?
Yes.
How many locations did you travel to?
I stayed in Abuja. From Abuja, I came to Owerri.
Owerri.
I stayed
how
in
many
Owerri
days did you stay in
time.
Abuja? And then how many days in Owerri?
I stayed 1 week. Then
Abuja?
I came to Owerri. Stayed about 3 weeks or thereabouts because I didn't have so much stay.
And
I'm coming Easter. I'm coming in April.
Do you have police guiding you?
No, I don't have police.
Okay, maybe you're still a natural man. It's okay. I'm happy you are coming home. And I hope you like the way Abuja look and the way Imo State look. I say I hope you are proud of it. Now,
nobody's proud of Nigeria.
Let's not deceive ourselves. The same people you want to condemn were the same people that were singing the praise of Nnamdi Kanu. And for some reason, if you mean well for our people, go and find out yourself. Conduct a forensic investigation. Try to find out what the problem is. You cannot convince us anymore. It is too late. He knows what he's supposed to do. He can either choose to be fighting the whole of Biafra nation, dead or alive, or then he come down from his high horses and do the right thing. All of you don't even know what is happening. He's the one terrorizing all of us now. We've not even, of course, we believe pushing this thing through the preamble of law. But then
Reverend.
Okay.
Reverend.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Give me your
Reverend.
conclusion, and then let us sign off from here.
Yeah. Thank you very, very much. I will still try and see if I can be up on Friday section 6. He said he has restated it. But Reverend, let me I'm still pondering with myself. Do you know why? I'm still thinking with myself. How will this man sell this struggle? If he was offered wealth, he rejected.
Who told you he rejected? Who told you he rejected? Don't say what you don't know and tell me to excuse you. Who told you he rejected? Hold on now.
He said he rejected.
He said. Hold on. He said. So he's now the court, and at the same time the judge. He is the prosecutor in the same court of law. Why you behaving like this?
Excuse sir.
He said he rejected. Hold on. Let me tell you something you don't know. You hold on. I am in charge here.
Okay.
He said he rejected when he was in prison. Do you know he was rubbing bleaching cream in prison? Do you?
Is it necessary to
Ask me now. Answer me first. Let's see the person that is head in Kamenekado. Do you know he was rubbing bleaching cream in prison? Do you know? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Do you know he has Android phone and Facebook account through which he command and chain all of us? Do you know? Huh?
Android, everybody can have phone now.
But I've been to the same prison now. They locked me up in one room for 60 days. I was naked. They tied black cloth on my neck. I didn't see anybody. When I came out, I was having premature pile already. My blood white cells was counting 25 already. Hold on, the same prison now, even as a lower officer. I know what they did to me. When Nnamdi Kanu was there, he has a Facebook account with Chibudom Kosi Sochuku. He was commanding and chaining everybody, including Uche Mefo. He had Android phone and was carrying weight. Go back and look at their muzzle. Go and look at Benjamin Madubugu muzzle. We are here who are taking care of him. One of the women who was spending money to take care of him, Madam Shosha, is a saboteur now. How do you know he reject money? Because he told you. And now we are telling you now that he collected the money. So let's go to the court and prove it now. Stop defending anybody. Just speak. Hold on. Speak on a neutral ground and draw conclusion. Don't advise us.
No, I'm not advising anybody.
I'm
saying this thing is no. I'm not. I'm saying my doubts for me to be more.
Doubt now, what we are saying is going global. But the more you push your doubt, we will reduce Nnamdi Kanu lower than we anticipated. So you try, hold on. We will do that, but on our own terms. What I would like you to do for the benefit of others is, let us try and be constructive. You know, when we finish destroying, then when we want to repair, it will be easy. I can come out now over 10 years recorded audio from prison and every other place. You know, information fly. I can dispatch it now and then everything will sink. But then it's not about me. And then it's not about Mazimefo. It's not about you. It's not. Number one, all the people, all the people who work within Nnamdi Kanu, find out their position today in this struggle, and then tell me why. If you don't, I will cut you off.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate the audience. My closing remark is, how can we get this thing done? How can we bring Biafra into place? What are we going to do? I appreciate everybody's effort. The positive. It is also bringing that word Biafra to the wider world, whether it is on the sections of Biafra. But how efforts or positive efforts together so that it will make more force to bring this Biafra. so that everybody wants Biafra. Everybody wants it.
Thank you very
There's
much.
so much that we can gain in this Biafra. How are we going to do it?
Thank you
Like
very much.
they said that we're doing unification. How are we going to what are we going to do so that this thing can be able to come into play? You're saying about the everybody wants to be a coordinator. Understand? What more effort are we going to make aside being the coordinator to be able to bring Biafra?
Thank you very
because
much.
The main point is Biafra. The point is Biafra.
Thank you
Whether
very much.
it is Biafra nation that Biafra, whether it's Lower Niger, this thing is Biafra. Anybody that brings Biafra, what we want is Biafra. Whether now God do, whether now anybody will bring Biafra, we don't care. So long as Biafra day, we are okay. What are we going to do?
Now you
Any
ask
high
the
game,
question, allow me to answer you. First of all, since it's your closing remark, I must appreciate your strength of character, because I'm not an easy man to always flow with. And of course, and then second of all, you said, what do we do to get Biafra? These are sensitive issues. We're trying to, the reason why we found ourselves in a non-functional society, because we don't have organization. And then people have started forming this organization. A lot of instrument is being put in place, a lot of tools are being deployed, but understand that everybody is listening to us. Those who want us slaves are listening, those who want us free are listening. And then with that mindset, it is not proper when I now begin to tell you, we do like this, we now do like this. No, that is why in most cases what Nnamdi Kanu is doing is selling out those who trust on him. And so if you want to know what Biafran Human Rights Radio is doing, or the Biafra Nation family is doing, I would like you to humble yourself and join them. Be neutral. We don't give you juju, because if you cannot be true to yourself, we don't expect you to be true to us. And then you study some of the policies, principles that have been deployed already. So many things to be done. We have ended up insulting people we should not have insulted in the first place. And then our brain has been turned upside down. I would hardly believe that there is somebody in IPOB who can still reason like you and maintain a very stable sense of character. It's almost impossible to see people like you again. You are true to yourself, you're a member of IPOB, and you're still behaving like a human being. It's unbelievable. And you will know in normal circumstances, I would have cut off the next person off. And then he would have come here and tell me, you are Fulani blood, you are Janja weed. This should not be the character of the next generation. We were not like this before. One of the greatest weakness of Igbo man, when I say Igbo man, I mean Biafra man, was that they can't kill. That is the reason Fulani and these people grow wide. They can't kill. But today, you heard the audio I play. It is cleaning up now. Now the Kanu is coming to clean us up. But he's joking. To get Biafra is not something you discuss on radio. It is something we discuss on ground. And I want to believe that wherever you are, our representative, administrators on those areas are listening. We will organize seminars across the globe. We will sensitize our people. The reason we are at this stage is because this is what we are supposed to do. Nothing more, nothing less. If you come on my Facebook platform, you see the recruit assigned to insult me are reducing in number greatly. And very soon you won't see them there again. But there are a lot of things I can't tell you here. It will win them. It will win them.
Yeah.
Aworile eyele nwe nsogbu enyi sukpokwu ihe niile chara ihe ala mani ejoku enyi jekoda atodoji omena enyi atodoji na enweri onwenyi. Everything we labored for is useless. It's useless. Those who died in vain. Believe me, brother. All of us will be fine, believe me. Thank you very much. Just believe me. All of us will be fine.
I appreciate.
All of us will be fine. You're kind. You're good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, my reverend. Yeah, thank you. You shake it.
That is a brother from Imo State. If you track every tribe in the world, the Imo people are something else. I don't want to say it.
Forget about people like okay, Yahoo, deceiving themselves. They think it's business. We just do it sharp, collect money, and then arrogate things. Let me stop there. God is a man, a human being. A human being. I give that respect to him this evening. Yeah, brother on WhatsApp, are you still there?
I'm here. George, good evening, sir.
Yes, that is Nwebo. For my levels that cannot fall at us. Go ahead, how is the family? I hope all of you are fine.
We are fine, and thank you. You and yours.
God is faithful. Go ahead, please, Mazi Solomon, Abidiokpa Solomon.
Without taking much of your time, I want to say thank you for the good job you're doing. Thank you for the good job you're doing, and thank you for keeping on. And I listened to your monologue. It was in depth. In fact, one thing that came to mind was the book Things Fall Apart, written by the great novelist himself of blessed memory, Chinua Achebe. You know, when he said in his book that a white man has put the knife in the center, that the things that held us together has fallen apart. You know, so the brother that called from Imo State, I say kudos. But then there is nothing like an allegation. There are English courts. There are competent court of jurisdiction. What is at stake is somebody's name and reputation. Alive. Let him approach the English court and bring litigation. But he will never do it. Now, on the issue of the company, if the brother is listening, let him just pick up pen and paper rather than Company House United Kingdom. You know, the English, they don't hide things. Let him go on the website Company House UK and type in IPOB. Automatically, the system will generate the information he's looking for. This is accessible. It's not like in Nigeria, where you will try to search for information of a company and it takes you ages. You know, and like you rightly said, maybe most of them find it difficult to believe because by the special grace of God, you are alive. If you have passed on, who would believe your story? Now,
no, I will end up like Ifajuna. Now the Kanu will tell them I'm a saboteur. I'm a saboteur.
Just give me 1 minute. At least. That was in the night, I think early 2000 or so. For no reason, I was arrested along Osisioma. I spent 2 days in DSS Osisioma, then transferred to the police station. I know how it is. At least, I've never gone to prison, but I've tested the DSS cell and I've been to Osisioma police station. In fact, that's a story for another day. Now, you are telling this brother, you spent 60 days in incarceration.
A room less than 4 feet by 4 feet, naked with handcuffed leg and leg and hand. They didn't feed me.
When you put out this painstaking truth, people don't understand. And I want to tell this brother one thing. There are targets they call high target value. Say, for example, now, the authorities after, okay, let me use a good example of El Chapo. When the Colombian government was able to arrest El Chapo, they'll give him a kind of preferential treatment from other of his, boys. I don't want to use the word because I don't want to interpret you as a low target. Now, Nnamdi Kanu had a you are telling your story as a survivor. What else do these guys want? They feel your life. The moment he comes on air to confront this issue, an eye for an eye, then he will let people to lose all the kind of forms. He knows what he's avoiding because the evidence are enormous. But most of them don't know.
All Nnamdi Kanu is engaging his proxy war. He doesn't want to take a seat on the hot seat or attend an interview that they will ask him those questions, or he doesn't want to take the burden of proof. Let me use the legal term according to lawyers. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't want to take the burden of proof to say these things they are saying is lie. But he came on air, said to them, no other person than Maazi Okafu Chemefo. Then today, no, that is a clear lie. You know, these guys, they need to wake up. Okay, you're having a program. Anybody can call in, be it members of Biafra Nation or any members of the public. I want to ask them, even the one he did in America, he said the lines are open. The WhatsApp number for UK wasn't even on WhatsApp, it's not going through. I had a credit calling the American number, the number was switched off. All I'm asking Nnamdi Kanu, let him subject himself, let's say, to Dele Momodu's program where the lines will be open. So we can call Dele Momodu. You know, even during the Obibo crisis, when Dele Momodu went to Obibo, the minute he was singing IPOB narrative, they were happy. The minute he tries to be objective, they started cursing him out straight away. These are a bunch of people in IPOB. You know, Nnamdi Kanu would always avoid it. He wouldn't want to take that seat to answer to these questions. Say now put both of you in the same room for an interview, he would avoid it. He would run away.
No,
Because you know you're coming there with nothing but the truth. People need to understand they are dealing with somebody that is crafty. Let them pray, you know, may it not be their portion. You know, even when he said you spent 60 days in incarceration under that condition, my heart broke. And now this is part of the things we are saying on Biafra Human Rights Radio now. The coordinator and
I have not even tell you my encounter inside Port Harcourt Mazim George, among others. Without them, I would have was the one who masterminded almost their killing. This is what China Sanguru in Kuwait and Nnamdi Kanu did. I am the one suffering from it today. Look for who is Cosmos George or Tombo. A lot of things to be said. China Sanguru is in Kuwait controlling us here. A Yahoo who don't know where he come from. Just,
you know, most of them they need to. Yeah, thank you.
Colin was.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. Just see how many few minutes you can use.
Now,
my brother.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead, please.
Yes, this is Sabutu and Kemjika calling from Igbo.
Kemjika, God bless you, my brother. Go ahead. You know we have meeting this evening. I hope you know. So
yes. If I know they there, who go there now?
So go ahead.
Well,
yes. We can move.
My
on.
people, good evening. I greet you. I greet you from the bottom of my heart. All those who stand for the truth. All those who stand for the truth. I respect you, and I will continue to respect you. Yeah. You know, our message here is not supposed to be sweet. Yeah. It's not supposed to be sweet. Don't expect it to be very sweet. It's not. It's not going to be sweet. Because we are going to raise dust. We are going to raise serious dust. Yes. You know, when you try to sanitize your house, in fact, most times you even get catarrh. You know, most times you get dirty because you need to get the best of your house. This is what we are here for. We are not here for, covering up. Let's cover up. Let's cover up. Let's cover. Cover walls. We are not here to cover anything. The earlier we identify our problems, the better for us. So that when we are going out to fight the enemy, it will be very clear to everybody that we are in one boat. We are in one boat. I always use example of a house. Achieving Biafra is like building a house. I compare it with building a house. I also compare it with driving a car. Driving a car that you discover that the fuel has been mixed with water. What do? You don't top another fuel. You don't. You stop. Reduce all the water you have. Remove all. I don't mean reduce. Remove, rather. Empty your tank and start in. Start afresh. Pour in new fuel to your car. Fuel your car afresh. So that you'll be sure that, yes, I'm driving on entirely new fuel. Building a house. You discover that you are building a house and there has been a very deadly foundation error. At the foundation, there is a very big mistake. And you are building an upstairs that may take you some time. And when you build that upstairs, those that are going to perch on it, it may carry load. It certainly will carry load. What do? You stop. You stop. Destroy the house. Start afresh. Otherwise, you get a thief. You get someone who is not having the same mindset. And that is the deadliest thing, the most deadliest thing. How can I be working for? I'm wasting my time. The most deadliest enemy that you can have is that enemy that is coming from your house. That is the greatest enemy you can have. That person that you are building is breaking. How can you achieve it? Nothing. You can't achieve anything. So I perceive, I assume, I presume a struggle where we are conscious of what we are doing. Me types of certain things. You don't need to register this course without my notice. To do that, I should be conscious of what we are doing. I should be involved. I should be informed of what is happening. This is not a killing stuff. It's me. I. It's not I. We should be the pronoun. Not I. I did this.
In Kuje prison. Yes, I and the Kano. I was protesting inside the court when I was in prison. And people think we are not dumb. We are the one who equipped him. But it's over. Thank you very much, my brother. Almost inching closer to the end of this.
So, this is what we are achieving. This is what we are working towards. This is what we are looking at. Only me. I told him I live a life. Is that what we are talking about? This is not an illiterate thing. This is not something for the illiterate. The Biafra land is the most educated part of the Nigeria. That's the most responsible, if I use that word. The Biafra man is ideal in everything, in hardworking, in name anything, we have it. We have it. So I see spot on this. Let everybody hear me. Let everybody hear me. If this struggle is not to rebuild, start the house afresh. Let me opt out. Let me exit the group. Let me exit the struggle as a whole. If this struggle is to continue on already destroyed building, already faulted foundation, I can't be building a house on a building that has a very poor starting. We have started wrongly. We must cancel that building and start a very decent building, whatever it takes. Otherwise, our efforts will be futile. Totally
and God
failure.
will not agree. Thank you very much.
Totally failure.
Thank you very much.
This is my appeal to everybody. Our aim, whatever the meeting we are having, whatever we are going to do, it has to be towards starting decently. If we are going well structured and everybody is aware.
Not unknown.
Do you know how many tribes in? Do you know how many tribes? Do you know how many tribes that are involved in Biafra? There are so many tribes, so many villages. They should have a say. They should have a say in everything we do. At a point itself, we vote. We take votes so that we are doing what everybody wants. What at least majority wants. How do you recruit ESN? How do you recruit ESN? Who can open up and tell me, this person was taken from here, this person was taken from there? No means of recruitment. Was that how? Yes, I want us to do something that whoever hears this, what we are doing, will not term us bad. Whoever in this world, when you are coming to equity, your hands must be clean. You must not spoil your hands. So that if you come out in the public and say, yes, this is what I want, you get.
Thank you very much. Summarize. My time is almost up.
My brother, yes. Sorry. I came very late. I've been busy. So I encourage everybody. Let us have this aim. This man cannot lead us any longer. We want. Oh my God! With MFO and this crew, we renew ourselves. We start afresh at a very good way, good stand. When a thought loses its taste, the Bible says that thought is not useful again. So the Biafra through Nandi is like a sword that has lost its taste. Throw it on the street, let people step on it, and that is the end of it. Let me stop here. Thank you
very
for
much.
what you are doing.
Thank you very much. And of course, we are inching closer to the end of this program. My brother Chimezie talked just very briefly, but very extensively. The truth is all over. Everybody put their blood in this thing, except those who didn't put. And then what do we get in the end? One man just drank kai finish. He's the one who drank pouring libation. But because he's in the canoe, is Jesus turn water to wine. Una no get sense. Don't you people reason anymore? Look at what most of you have become. Brother on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? He used to be a patient man. And he's the last caller I want to take for this program, if he's still there. Can you hear me, caller on WhatsApp?
I'm hearing you clearly.
Yes. Good evening from here. My time is almost up. You have 5 minutes. Your submission.
Okay. I will just use like the 5 minutes you talk. Good evening, dear friends. My name is Kobe. I'm calling from Ghana. I just joined the program, but in order were called from America, somewhere in America, from New State, asking questions. Is the brother I want to answer, and want to go straight to his questions and answer him if he's still listening to this question. The question is it truth that Nnamdi Kanu change IPOB identity to his private this thing? Go to Google and they Google about it and they stop coming here to ask questions.
Our property. Nnamdi Kanu turn it to his family property. And people as they say, I'm gonna come, yeah. I will bring her. We are fine.
That he have Google and they find out that he changed the personal name. There is something people don't know. I said it. I don't know if I have said it in your program. The problem that Nnamdi Kanu is managing. Nnamdi Kanu is not the owner of IPOB. It is late Colonel Achuzie. They are the owner, the elder in council of IPOB. So the one Nnamdi Kanu is using is the fraction IPOB. People should put in this word so that the people will know what they are saying. When they Google about IPOB, see that the IPOB was registered. And the people think that is the Nnamdi Kanu own. No, it's not Nnamdi Kanu own. Nnamdi Kanu own is fraction IPOB. Before Uche Mefo name is there, Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mefo private business. But now Nnamdi Kanu have removed Uche Mefo's name there and they replace it with, you know, if maybe you don't go through details about it or know this thing, let it clear to that brother that the IPOB was registered, but it's not Nnamdi Kanu's own. The IPOB that he is seeing where he go is the Ike Dife, Ezozo, and the Colonel Achuzie IPOB. That is the elders in council IPOB. The one led by Nnamdi Kanu was registered private name Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mefo, and the last week he removed Uche Mefo name and replace it with her wife name. So another question he asks, let me clear him again. Another question he asks is it truth that federal government of Nigeria buried Nnamdi Kanu's father and mother? The answer is yes. How it happened? Nnamdi Kanu come on air to brainwash him and the others that the zoo have a plan to keep people in his burial, that he is not giving command. Nobody should, no IPOB should appear in his father's burial. Then, when you don't want IPOB to appear in your father's burial, who appear in your father's burial? We see William Obi another day. We see what is his name? Peter Obi that day. We see all the politicians are in your father's burial. And you said that anybody who associates with them have contemplated, and how did he speak the English, that the person need to be avoided. Now, all the politicians, the former ABGA chairman, that were in your father's burial, and there is nothing like IPOB, or there is nothing like Biafra in your father's burial. So who is chance? And even before the burial of Nnamdi Kanu's father, their state Abia State government is in their hand that they will give him the state burial as one of their man, as one of their king. National newspaper carry it, Vanguard carry it, and the Sun newspaper carry it. So what is he telling us?
But come to think about it. Come to think about it. Nnamdi Kanu father is a political king, not the real traditional marriage, because he was that throne of
now let that brother know. When Nnamdi Kanu come out from prison, his father let people know that he know that Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for Biafra. Okay, now, George Onyibe, if you don't have this video, I will send it to you. And some of your program, if you can able to play it, you play it. Showore did meeting. Showore go to London, America, where he have meeting one-on-one with Nnamdi Kanu. Then when Showore come back, they ask him, what is the outcome of the meeting between you and then Nnamdi Kanu? He said that Nnamdi Kanu have accepted to join one Nigeria, and the Nnamdi Kanu have view and what he which he said that he about to do. So the brother that he called, I don't know, maybe he have gone. The question, I know that he will get this question, and he will know that the people answered him this question. We go nowhere according to your language. We are here to answer them the way they want that question to be answered.
Confirm it. It's a matter of time.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So now it was time by time. If not, the brother that he called, let me clear him. Brother Solomon have said it
everything.
Brother Solomon never go prison. Because of Biafra. Did Nnamdi Kanu went to prison? Go to prison because of Biafra, and he pregnanted a woman
he's in prison and he pregnant somebody. Please, thank you very much, my brother.
Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, pregnant
somebody. Two, for that matter, two. He's jumping up and are holy. Come and lead us in prayer.
And
pregnant people. He's going to Israel. He's going to Israel to sing praise and worship for Biafrans. Nonsense. Thank you very much, my brother. My time is almost up. We'll continue from there tomorrow by the grace of God.
Thank you for allowing me to tell the word.
Of course.
This my little view.
Thank you. Yes.
May you be blessed. May God continue to strengthen you. May God continue to strengthen you. Nnamdi Kanu will come and people will not ask questions. Why Nnamdi Kanu is in prison? And brother Emeka Uranya said that Nnamdi Kanu have because Nnamdi Kanu did not went to prison because of them. Because they sent Nnamdi Kanu in a place, an errand. Nnamdi Kanu was sent an errand. Then they find out Nnamdi Kanu come on air and they sack Iranya, sack Kejika Sebu, sack Omiomio, sack those who said that he have derailed. Then people will come here to talk rubbish. Nnamdi Kanu come on air to sack George Onyibe, who he give oath to took, not not to betray him. Then people will not ask Nnamdi Kanu question. Are you not the one who give him oath?
No, they don't ask him.
Nnamdi Kanu that question.
No, he's
the
Angel
oath
Michael.
that you give him. The oath that you give him not to betray you,
brother,
and he accepted to take that oath. So now, why did you come on air to tell us that Kalu said that before will not betray him? Obidio said that he want to support him again. He will drop the agitation. Today, Obidio said, Nnamdi Kanu, you have the red. Why can't Nnamdi Kanu
drop the
stop the agitation?
He's making money.
And people will come on air
Thank
to
you
ask
very much.
Obidio. He said, he will ask you, man. Obidio said, he will ask you, man.
Thank you,
in the
thank you,
that
thank you.
going to the right track.
Yes. Thank you very much, my brother.
He find out that this guy is not, he didn't have a conscience. Our people are dying. Taking our people to be
you were praying for me. Oh. Now you have taken another 2 hours. I will penalize you.
Thank you.
All right, my brother. Good night from here. And of course, we'll always have this to say it. I have somebody waiting online, and my time is almost up here. But since they have been waiting, let's see if I can take 2 minutes from this one, and then we sign up for this program, because there are works to do regarding Biafra issue, not this one we are doing and the rest of them. Yes. You have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes.
I know there is no time on your side. I know there is no time on your side. Chineke, Onyibe, I greet you this evening. I say, may Elohim keep strengthening you. Not Elohim of Unlandio. I beg, make you another understand. Make no misunderstand me. Not Elohim of Unlandio.
He has changed the name. It's Eloha now, not Elohim again. Eloha.
Eloha. I love my brother that called now. You say that Nnamdi Kanu pregnanted a wife in the prison, and father pregnanted him during the war.
2 women.
Doing something I don't understand what his father is doing. While my father is on a war, in a battlefield. During 1967,
my father is fighting war. Trek almost 4 states in Nigeria to get home, and that is when they are giving Nnamdi Kanu pregnancy.
Hey,
and it's not Fulani. Born before the war. Nnayawodo born many years before the war. It's a Fulani blood.
It's a Fulani blood.
They born inside the peak of the war. It's not a Fulani blood. When I tell them I will work in DNA office when Biafra come, they don't understand. Go ahead, please.
Exactly. I still remain your humble servant, Mazi. They start panicking. They must keep panicking, because we go nowhere. We are not going anywhere. We are here to expose every hidden thing, every secret concerning this struggle. We are not going anywhere. I still remain Mazi Tidera from Makanite. Yes, I was busy laughing. That's why I decided to call in concerning this evening broadcast. I don't have much to say because you don't have much time. Nnamdi Kanu pregnanted during the civil war, and him also pregnant somebody in a prison. What we are saying, this guy has deranged from this struggle. He's not fighting for our freedom. He's not doing anything. He's not even anywhere close to what you're expecting him to do. That is the thing. That is the main point. We are here to go back home. He said that he will not betray us. He said that he will not jeopardize the life of our innocent Biafra back home. But he's a part of the people that died. he said that bury him alive. He always says in broadcast, bury somebody alive. He has the power to kill. He has the power to take somebody's life. But no, the heaven, the God that created, never bury us alive. But him, emperor, and we don't have emperor. He wanted to be emperor in our land. There is no way we can be able to associate with somebody like that. You want to be somebody that take people's life. Power to live. After everything said and done, he said that he loved us. They went ahead and published your picture on a social media. Why can't our people ask Nnamdi Kanu a question? They say they are doing question and answer. Useless people. The IPOB rat all over. You can do anything. You cannot stop me to not talk. You might try to stop me on Facebook, but you can't stop me to not come on air to talk. You can try to do everything. You can't stop me. But we are here to expose all these things. Nnamdi Kanu, they published Mazi Ediokpa Onyibe picture.
Let me put some things for people to know. When they said I was removed from the African rep, I never said anything. 4 months on, I didn't say anything. Within these 4 months, I always listen to radio, because after all, if we cannot do Biafra, I begin to hear, hey, George is sleeping. 2 state. The next one, as they hot. George is still Josephine Erewa. They are not talking again. No? Okay, no, Yahoo. Where is Pastor Jack? They have abandoned him. Shame on all of them.
It's exactly shame on all of them.
And now it is time now to talk now. We didn't see them again. They cannot distract us. Why they are busy deceiving our people with sweet talk? Organizing our people. Because that is how it should be. For us to be functional as a people, we need to be organized. For us to be organized, we must be guided by principles.
Mazi, you mentioned something. Was not according to the useless oath that Nnamdi Kanu has already jeopardized, has already dies. He said that you must not put the fellow comrade life in a problem or to jeopardize their fellow comrade. What the thing they did? What about the innocent? Against, you see, they went ahead and talked crap against the woman, that lady that said, yes, this one is sleeping with this one, the other one. While Nnamdi Kanu is the one that jumping up and down with the innocent, our ladies, our youth, our women, sleeping with them without even they call it condom, impregnating. Oh my goodness! This criminal, Nnamdi Kanu, the criminal of our own time. I don't know what you use to qualify this man. He has already done evil. He has already treated our people's life. He went even on air. His own fellow comrade and declared his own obituary and label his as a criminal. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to qualify this idiot Kanu. You see, idiot. In fact, only the creator of this heaven and earth, not Elohim of him, because he don't know. He's no longer using this what do you call it, Jewish whatever.
No,
well, there's no time
to lead praise and worship.
No, he's doing praying and fasting. Thank you very much, my dear brother. Thank you for the good work you are doing. Onyibe. Keep doing what you have to do, because we go nowhere.
We are not in a hurry.
They should know that.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know.
Yes, sir. I want to come to an end of this program. Our people must not forget our topic. For us to have a functional society, a lot of things has to take place, and they've started already. I want to encourage you, not because that platform is the best, not because they are sandaled with promises that will never be, but because in our weakness we will gather strength. In our ignorance we will project sincerity. And then in the wisdom of the Creator we will strive in glory. This is Biafra Human Rights Radio, a place where human beings communicate. We continue to push hard, we continue to sensitize our people, ensuring that everyone remain focused until Biafra comes. Under a normal functional society, nobody use such words, such threats. That is what they do. But I know one day they will carry out that threat. And that will be the last of that threat. In the gods want to kill a man, or when death want to kill a dog, it hinders them from listening to the master's flute. Our people are littered across every dungeon, police station across Nigeria. Go and find out what they do. All of them have been abandoned. And if you people think we will keep quiet for them to die there, and maybe as people who don't exist. As I'm signing off from here, I need you to pay attention to some of Nnamdi Kanu and his boys' threat to those who do not oblige, submit to their own principle, their way of unknown gunmen.
All hail Biafra. Biafra, I hear you. IPOB, I hear you. My comrades, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to some of you, depending on your time zone. I want to use this opportunity to let everybody in this platform to know what my able leader, or Hamadike one of Biafra, the lion of the tribe of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In case we have forgotten, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu declared this year a year of cleanup. A year of cleanup. Therefore, if you are in this platform or any other IPOB platform and you are in the camp of our enemy, you belong to the camp of our enemy, you take information, you take words from here to your camp, the enemy camp. Call it Uchemefo, call it George Onyibe, call it Nigeria Zoo, whatever you call it. I want to let you know here that this year is a year of cleanup. If you don't understand what I mean, I would advise you to go to the book of Genesis chapter 20. A time in that book story came that the king, as he was traveling by God's commandment, he got to a place where they could not proceed. They decided to sleep there until further notice. And he told his wife and said, should they ask you, tell them that you are my sister. To cut the story short, at the end, at night, the Lord God commanded him in a dream to return the wife to her husband, or else he will be but a dead man. The Lord God swiftly closed the womb of every woman that have blood relation with the king. Are you getting me? So what I'm trying to tell you now, if you are at the enemy camp, this year a year of cleanup. it's not only you that will be cleaned up. Everybody that have blood relation with you will be cleaned up along with you. So I don't understand a normal person that will want to bring a cause to his family, immediate family, and the extension, the extended family. So I warn you now, if you are in the camp of enemy, you better exit yourself. That is, if you love yourself, exit yourself from this group, because judgment will hit you this year. It will not exceed this year. How much are they paying you that you will be getting information to feed to the camp of the enemy? Even though this platform, this struggle is to set you and your family free. Are you not a fool? Are you not a fool? I am asking you. If you are an informant here, the best thing you can do to yourself is to exit from this group. If you do not, that unknown gunman, heaven will send that unknown gunman to wipe you out. Yes, the unknown gunman is still hovering. They are still around. It will be your turn. If you do not exceed from this group, it will be your turn. If you do not stop that rubbish, it will be your turn. I tell you, that unknown gunmen, they will meet you. And the story will be your obituary. I warn you, exit from this group. Exit from this group. It will pay you no good. And the angel of death is around. This year, a complete cleanup. Thank God he have started with unknown gunmen. Cleanup complete. IPOB, one family. Up ESN. God shall protect ESN. God shall protect Nnamdi Kanu. God shall protect every principal officer of IPOB. God shall protect Biafra
And then
general.
Nnamdi Kanu will wipe us out. But we are here. We are on ground. But we must continue. As a genuine Biafran, don't let anybody intimidate you. Don't let anybody behave to you as if you do not have your right. No. Remain focused. There are a lot of pro-Biafran group out there doing what they know how to do, what they ought to do. You're free. Biafra must be a genuinely free nation. And once again, I encourage you, anywhere you are all over the world, look for the nearest Biafra nation family and join. Let us see if together we can be able to change the orientation of our people, release the required pressure to draw the attention of those who are in the same position with us in Nigeria, and of course, get the attention of international community, because I believe it is time for our matter to be looked into. We are Biafrans and we remain Biafrans. Good night. Thank you for joining my program. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for everything. We must continue. Now we be the Biafra.
Mommy, don't cry. Daddy. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Onyibe Biafra. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Onyibe Biafra. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Freedom is here. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Biafra, yeah. Freedom is here. It's here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Na, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Chupaki Hey, Papa God, I want to thank you for this beautiful thing where you did do for us. Finally, Biafra is here, so make you never give up. I know, yes, they killed us many years back. I know, yes, they try to pull us down, but they thank you for all the good things. Now you don't make us better, yeah. Now everything done better, yeah. Nigerian soldiers keep on killing us because we said for freedom. Yeah, take my life, but you can never take away that joy. Freedom is ours. We got what it takes to live. Hello, Biafra.